I feel very strongly that as educators, our primary goal is to help the students achieve a level of success in their careers in any way we can during their time in college. And one of the ways I think that we can encourage success is to relate our course material to their career aspirations. I try to find ways to make my course material relevant to their future careers. And in that way, they feel that there's something of themselves vested in the material. And I do this in ways that I hope will encourage research even beyond the class and involvement in the materials beyond the class. In my art appreciation classes, I encourage the students to apply their own interest in forensics, modern day forensics, to our study of ancient art. Reading a painting is very much like reading a crime scene, reading a spreadsheet, reading a pattern, finding ways of seeing details, and I describe that as a very important element of understanding art, and that is to become visually literate. Every quarter I offer a tour of our local museum to the students and their friends and family, and it's always toward the end of the quarter so that the student has knowledge of the art that they're showing off to their family and friends. It's just such a joy to see the students greet the art as if they're greeting old friends, and to be able to introduce the people who are important in their world to this new world, and hopefully that will reach into their private lives. A couple of people have incorporated the game that I created for my classes that I think is perhaps my greatest achievement in teaching, and that is I created a game that I titled Stump the Chump. What the students have to do is form a question for the other team, the other side, to reach the answer within a minute. It gives the students a chance to think about what we've talked about and process that in a way that they have to create a question that is so deep and thoughtful that the other team actually has to conceive of the answer. Well, that was quite enough in and of itself to receive the letter that someone had thought so highly of me that they would nominate me. And then the other joy was getting to go to Chicago for the award ceremony, because that's where it all started. And art is what started my career at my young age of 11, because I had recently moved from a sweet, almost rural community in Oklahoma, surrounded by family and friends, to the industrial north, where I felt very out of place, and my father sensed my discomfort, and one of the things he tried to do to cheer me up, one of the events, was to take us to the Art Institute in Chicago to introduce me to art. And so when I was able to take my youngest daughter to Chicago with me to receive this award, it was almost as if it had come full circle. What was really fun was coming back and telling the students, and we all shared in the joy. So it was a way of having such a sweet, almost end of my career, and the way of bringing it all full circle. I wish my father had been there to witness it, but it was truly a joyful moment.